that I will never be in the room with that disgusting person ever again.
This man was Jeffrey Epstein's neighbor for 21 years. His name is Howard Lutnick, and he's the current US Secretary of Commerce. In this interview, he was saying how he met Epstein for the first time and decided to never meet him again.
So my wife and I go next door. He invites us in, we have coffee, and he says, do you want a tour? We said, so he gives me a tour in the living room, big living room, and he opens the doors, and there's a massage table in the middle of the room. So I ask very cutting questions. I say to him, massage table in the middle of your house? How often do you have a massage? And he says, every day. And then he gets weirdly close to me. And he says, and the right kind of massage. Now my wife, she looks at me and I look at her and we say that I will never be in the room with that disgusting person ever again.
But when the Epstein's files dropped in January 2026, the New York Times ironically found his name in over 250 documents from the files. And here's where it gets weird. The file shows that Lutnick was emailing Epstein for a dinner on his private island in December 2012, 4 years after Epstein was convicted as a child sex offender. And look at how he writes the email. I have another couple with me on my boat, and each of us has 4 children, 2 16s, 2 14s, a 13, a 12, an 11, and a 7 years old. I mean, who lists children ages like a menu in email? The next day, Epstein's assistant wrote to Lutnick, nice seeing you, confirming the visit. And 4 days later, they both signed a document to buy stocks from the same company together. Even after all these evidences came out about his connection with Epstein, he still denied that he had any relation with him. This man was Jeffrey Epstein's neighbor. He brought 8 children to Epstein's island even after knowing that Jeffrey was a convicted child sex offender, and this man now runs US Commerce.